Good afternoon and welcome to Cbc Tv Mid-Day News. The headlines. ZCSA seizes 69 boxes of used underwear in Rufunsa. Government hands over Livingstone Female Correctional Facility. FIFA admin workshop closes in Dola. To read the news in detail, I'm Chansa Maimbo. President Hakainde Hichilema has praised Chief Mukuni of the Toka Lea people for his outstanding entrepreneurial spirit in driving economic development. Speaking during a recent engagement, the president described Chief Mukuni as a shining example of traditional leadership that embraces innovation, investment, and inclusive growth. The head of state commended the traditional leader for championing tourism, local enterprise, and community environment in Southern Province and beyond. President Hichilema said the country needs more leaders, both traditional and civic, who are willing to think outside the box and help unlock economic potential in rural areas. The president's remarks come at a time when government is encouraging stronger collaboration between traditional leadership and the private sector to foster inclusive economic growth. Minister of Information and Media Cornelius Mwetwa has officially handed over the newly constructed Livingstone Female Correctional Center to the Zambia Correctional Service. The facility aims to provide a safe and secure environment for female offenders, while also offering opportunities for rehabilitation and skills development. Speaking at the handover ceremony, Mr. Mwetwa emphasized the government's commitment to improving the country's correctional facilities and providing humane treatment to inmates. The Zambia Compulsory Standards Agency has seized 69 boxes of used underwear in Rufunsa district. The consignment, recently donated to a faith-based organization, was confiscated for violating Zambian Standard 559, which prohibits the importation and sale of used undergarments. ZCSA Communications and Public Relations Manager Brian Hatioka said the products posed serious health risks, including skin infections and sexually transmitted diseases. He urged the public to report banned products and announced that ZCSA will hold a sensation roadshow this Friday at Maramba Market in Livingstone to raise awareness on used undergarments and unregulated spirits.
The Compulsory Standards Agency has seized 69 boxes of used underwear in Rufunsa district following an operation. The seized consignment of used underwear was part of the used textile products which were recently donated to a named faith-based organization in Rufunsa, contrary to the provisions of the Zambian Standards ZS 559 inspection and acceptance criteria for used textile products. As part of the enforcement measures, the agency seized the boxes of used underwear on October 9, 2025, pending disposal as required by the Compulsory Standards Act No. 3 of 2017. The agency is strongly advising importers, including recipients of the donated used textile products, to stop importing used textile products containing used underwear such as pajamas, bras, tights, camisoles, nightgowns, and vests, among others, as such products pose health risks to consumers. The Zambian standard for used textile products basically prohibits the importation and sale of used textile products containing undergarments.
Faith-based organizations have called for urgent and united climate action, describing environmental protection as a sacred moral responsibility. Speaking during the 2025 Climate and Environment Justice Rally at Woodland Stadium in Lusaka, Family Development Initiative's team leader Sheikh Yosef Ayami said caring for creation is a spiritual obligation and every act of conservation a form of worship. Council of Churches in Zambia, Reverend Charles Ngoma, added that climate change is not just political or scientific, but a deeply moral challenge that demands justice for the vulnerable. Meanwhile, Bishop Dr. Eddie Mulenga of Liberty Christian Center urged faith institutions to provide moral leadership, saying environmental degradation is both a human rights and spiritual issue. The rally was organized by the Center for environment justice with support from European Union and partner organizations under the theme Justice Has No Borders, Unite for a Greener Tomorrow. We take a break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
This is Breaking Free.
I have to say, mental health was not my first choice.
Okay.
So this is my second career. I was very fortunate when I came out of school. I went into a career in marketing, advertising and sales.
Because I was a pastor and a businessman. So every time when I go for business dinners with my clients, some of them would say, no, just drink a little bit of wine.
Yeah. So again, if we are focused on areas that are negative, we are focused on our anxieties, it's going to perpetuate negativity. Remember that you have worth, you are worth it, and you are loved.
If you are a prostitute and you condemn yourself, you beat yourself down, go to church anyway. If you're a criminal, you're a robber, and you think what you're doing is not right, go to church anyway. If at any time you drink, you smoke, and you condemn yourself for that, go to church anyway, because church was meant for you and I, because we are both sinners. On Breaking Free, we hope that one day Zambia shall be sober.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. In sports news, Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, President Keith Mwemba is optimistic that administrators will apply lessons from the recently concluded FIFA Club Professionalism and Management Workshop. Over 2 days, Zambian Premier League administrators participated in sessions on modern football administration, led by FIFA experts Solomon Mudeji, David Fani, Sanda Rohamahenina, and Marcos Pellegrin. In a speech read by FAZ General Secretary Machacha Shapende, Mwemba urged participants to implement the strategies learned to improve club management. FAZ Vice President Mutale Ngandu and FIFA Project Manager Salah Osman praised the dedication of attendees and highlighted ongoing online training. The workshop marks a key step in strengthening Zambian football administration and advancing the sport nationwide. In a historic moment for South African football, Bafana Bafana has officially... In a historic moment for South African football, Bafana Bafana has officially qualified for the FIFA World Cup for the first time in 15 years, and fans across the country are celebrating. South Africa sealed their tickets to the 2026 FIFA World Cup with a commanding 3-0 victory over Rwanda, capping off a remarkable qualification campaign. The win guarantees them a spot on football's biggest stage, a stage they haven't graced since they hosted the tournament in 2010. This will be South Africa's fourth appearance at the World Cup, following previous outings in 1998, 2002, and of course that unforgettable year in 2010. The team's performance has reignited hope and pride among fans, with many calling this the beginning of a new golden era for Bafana Bafana. Across the country, fans poured into the streets, waving flags and blowing vuvuzelas in celebration. For many, it's more than just football, it's a moment of national unity and joy. South Africa now